And now back to Dan and the Wonderful Lamp, another Box 13 adventure starring Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
So there it was. A lamp worth $2, a hit over the head, and a big, big puzzle. That same afternoon, I bought all the papers, took them to the office, and looked through them to see if there was a report of anything stolen from the Mannering place. Nothing. I left the office and was on my way down the street when...
Hello, Mr. Holliday.
Huh? Oh.
Right, I'm walking, Mr. Holliday.
Got another special delivery letter for me?
An even better one this time. It all depends on you.
From the song of the same name.
I'm not amused. Let's go for a ride, huh?
On a nice day like this? Let's walk.
Save your energy. You need it.
I see what you mean. Nice gun you got there.
Yeah, nice car, too. It's right down the street.
How handy.
Yes.
You got the lamp, I take me too.
Because you go with it.
Going to wire me for electricity?
That could be. All right, get in. Okay, Max. You know where to go.
Well, Max is smarter than I am at the moment.
Uh-huh. But you'll get smarter. But I've got a hunch you'll get much smarter before I'm finished. All right, Mr. Holliday, sit down.
Oh, thanks. Nice room. Could use a little furniture.
This far out in the country? No, we don't need it. Besides, Max needs room to move around, understand?
I'm looking at Max? Yes.
He is big and rough.
Doesn't he speak?
I do the talking, and I'll start now. Holliday, you're smart, but you're not smart enough. Now, where is it?
Where's what?
Don't stall.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You picked up the lamp at the bazaar.
At your invitation.
That's right.
How did you know the number of beans that would be in that jar?
That doesn't matter. What does matter is I want to know what you did with it.
The lamp?
Not the lamp.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
One more chance, Holliday. Where is it?
I said I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you want a cut in it?
Cut? In what?
The diamond. Holliday, you hear me?
I don't know anything about it.
Where did you take that lamp last night? It wasn't in your apartment. Where'd you take it? Go ahead, Max.
Max came toward me. He got bigger and bigger as he did. He moved slowly, and while he did, I had to think. If I told that Susie had the lamp, they'd go to her, and I didn't like to think about that. Poor little Susie wouldn't know what they were talking about. And it seemed that things happened to people who didn't know what was what. I had to keep quiet. Max got to me, and...
Well, how you feeling?
Oh.
Better? Had an accident, huh?
Where am I? This is what everyone says in a case like this.
Found you lying in the road here, mister. Had a pretty bad accident from the look of you.
I don't like to think about that. Can you get me back to the city?
The hospital'd be better.
Never mind, I can still breathe, I think. I want to get back into the city.
Yes, I can take you.
Good, I want to go to the Arthur Mannering estate. And quick. The farmer drove me into the city and to the Mannering estate. I had a hard time convincing the butler I had to see Mannering, but finally...
This is a fantastic story, Mr. Holliday.
Yes, I'll agree, but the man who had me beaten said something about your diamond.
Yes, the Mannering Blue.
Where is it?
Here, in the house.
You're sure?
Of course. Would you like to convince yourself?
I'd like nothing better.
Very well. But how about you? Don't you think we'd better see about your condition?
It'll keep, I hope. Now, the diamond.
Very well, this way. It's impossible that anyone could have taken it.
There were a lot of people here yesterday.
And an army of detectives, Mr. Holliday. No, I repeat, it would have been impossible for anyone to take the Mannering Blue from this safe.
You're sure?
Yes. Just a second, you can look for yourself.
That's it, huh?
That's the Mannering Blue, sir.
And this is the only diamond?
That's right, Mr. Holliday.
And I give up.
It's very curious, sir. This business of your guessing the exact number of beans in that jar, and then...
Wait a minute. Who knew the number of beans that would be in that jar?
Why, the one who puts them in, obviously.
A girl? Attractive, about 23 or 4?
Well, I don't know about that, but... Wait a moment. You're not suspecting Carol Marshall, are you?
Was she the one in the booth?
Yes, but I'm sure she didn't know. Why, as a matter of fact, she took the place of my secretary at the last moment.
Secretary? Where is she?
Yesterday morning he asked to be excused. The bean guessing contest was his idea.
And the secretary? Big, tall,
Yes.
low-five voice?
Yes, that's correct. But the diamond's here.
Is it?
Of course.
Maybe it's not the man. Why not? The secretary who gets himself excused yesterday morning hasn't shown up yet.
No.
Is a paste diamond made up? The problem is to get the real one out of here. He bided his time. The bazaar yesterday was a perfect setup. The real Mannering blue is hidden in that lamp I won as a prize. You see, he and his confederates didn't want to take any chances. Your secretary didn't want to take the diamond off the estate himself. A million things could go wrong.
But the real diamond, it wasn't in that lamp, you say?
It had to be, but where I took it apart,
Huh? What were you about to say?
Look, you get in touch with the police. Here's my card. Keep in touch with me, too.
Yeah, but Mr. Holliday,
I got work to do. Think hard. You brought the lamp home here.
Yes.
What did you do then?
I put it on the table where you saw it.
Did anything fall out of it?
No, Mr. Holliday.
Think, Susie. Think. The diamond had to be in that lamp.
You took it apart, Mr. Holliday. There wasn't anything in it.
But there had to be. I wouldn't have taken the beating I did. Now think, Susie. Think.
Gee, I am. I brought it home, put it on the table, connected it, and turned it on.
And that's all.
Sure. I remember because one of the bulbs wouldn't burn.
One of the bulbs?
Yes. I changed it because it was burned out.
What did you do with the bulb?
Threw it away. Why?
Susie, 10-1, the diamond was in that bulb.
But how could anyone get a diamond in a bulb?
Don't you see? Take off the screw base. Take out the filament. Cement a diamond inside. Susie, where did you throw that bulb?
Oh, in the wastebasket. Right there.
But it's empty.
Sure. The cleaning woman always empties it in the morning.
Where does she empty it?
The trash barrel's downstairs, I guess.
Holy mackerel. A $50,000 diamond in a trash barrel. Come on. You say you emptied the stuff in the barrels?
That's right. All the stuff I empty in them barrels.
And then what happens?
Well, the stuff's taken away. They come and got it this morning.
Okay, Susan. I've got to trace the rubbish truck to the city dump. You stay here in the office. If the police call, tell them where I am. And tell them to hurry, because I've got a hunch I'll be followed. Well, it was like looking for a needle in a haystack. Except this was a diamond in a trash pile. And at the city dump.
It ain't gonna be easy, mister. The trucks that come in this morning dumped over there.
Everything in the truck is dumped here, huh?
Yeah. You're lucky we ain't started burning yet. Come on over here.
This where you figure it might be?
It's gotta be. Morning truck's here, afternoon truck's over the other side.
I'm looking for a light globe. A bulb. Will you help me?
Sure. What are you looking for the bulb for?
Now, you won't believe this, but it's worth $50,000.
50? What are we waiting for? Yeah, here's a bulb.
Break it.
Nothing but a bulb.
Wait a minute. Here's another one.
Nothing.
Come on, let's look for some more. We plowed through everything in that pile of rubbish. Knee-deep in trash, we dug and dug. Until a half hour, 100 light bulbs later.
Hey, look. Here's another one.
Let me have it. Thanks.
Oh, mackerel, look at that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Now, let's get out of here.
Holliday!
Come on, fast.
Hey, they're shooting at us.
It's a general idea. Where can we get under cover?
There's an old dump truck there. Kill it.
Come on, let's go. Duck down here. The metal sides of the truck will protect us.
Phew. Hey, mister, I thought this was a quiet job when I took it.
Holiday, come out of there!
No dice. The police will be here in a minute.
You've got less time to live than you thought!
He's coming this way. Hey, you got a gun?
No, I never touch it, things. Keep down.
Holiday, one more chance. Throw that dime and
Hey, them police sirens.
Throw it out, Holiday!
We're going to hold out as long as you can. Longer. Well, I guess that does it. Scratch one secretary with a little too much ambition.
And I was mixed up in it, too, wasn't I, Mr. Holiday?
Susie, you don't know how close it was. Something funny.
I just thought of a gag.
Oh, I'll sit through it. Go ahead.
Well, remember the story about Aladdin and the wonderful lamp and the genie?
Genie. But what about it?
All he had to do was to rub it to get out of trouble. But you couldn't.
Yes. Where's the gag?
Well, you couldn't. And that's the rub. Don't you get it?
I got it, but I don't know what to do with it. Good night, Susan.
Next week, same time, through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd stars as Dan Holiday in Box 13. Box 13 is directed by Richard Sandville, with this week's adventure written by Theodore Henling. Original music is composed and conducted by Rudy Schrager. Part of Susie is played by Sylvia Picker, and production is supervised by Vern Carstensen. Box 13 is a Mayfair production from Hollywood. Watch for Alan Ladd in his latest Paramount picture.